16 years, really?
16.
You were like 12 when we did it.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I don't know. You know, George hasn't had a lot going on.
I needed something.
I wanted to help him get back in there. He was a bit dejected. Not much going on in the world for him.
It was charity work for me,
So,
and I appreciate it.
I thought it was like the least I could do for the old guy.
Is it really
And you
bright
don't
out
look
here? Is that why he has the sunglasses
a
on?
day over 80.
I don't. do
Really?
I?
No.
I don't feel that. I feel like 78. It was very fun.
It was a little bit of fun.
It was too much fun. There's guys. I got to work with Richard Kind, who I was best man in his wedding.
Margaret is a prominent DA who's in a boatload of trouble, and she needs someone to come fix her very severe problem. And that person shows up, and that's George Clooney. And then someone else shows up, and that is Brad Pitt. And so we have a bit of a conflict. We have two men for one job. They have amazing chemistry, and they're also they're extraordinary actors, and they welcomed me in as if I was one of their oldest friends as well, which I'm not, but I was glad for their generosity and just they're just experts at what they do.
It's two men who think they're very different from each other and very special and very unique, who meet on a job and discover that they're very similar and the downfall that comes from that discovery. Each one thinks they're a lone wolf, and so when they meet, they discover they're not. They're wolves.
It's a caper, and it's a buddy movie, and it's a fun caper. I would think it's made to be fun. I have not seen it, and I hear it's great, so I'm really excited. Am I any good?
It was scary, you know. I didn't ever think that I would be in that position to be working so closely with the both of them. But I mean, they're very gracious and welcoming, so they made it as easy as possible. Immediately, they kind of like welcomed me like an old friend, which was pretty amazing and also a little bit overwhelming at the time. Because I'm just kind of trying to like process the experience of guys that I've grown up looking at their faces and hearing their voices all the time and everything like that. So yeah, it took a second. I mean, it's just kind of a kid really that gets a nice, naive guy that gets caught up in trying to help someone, but then gets caught up with drugs and all this kind of stuff that he's like really not prepared for. The stunts are crazy. Running around in New York in your underwear and stuff like that is, a little bit uncomfortable, but it's okay.
John Watts, who's a wonderful filmmaker, obviously did Cop Car and then these amazing Spider-Man films, had an incredible idea for how to bring Brad and George together in a film that had a really unique tone that would mix like action, comedy, even mystery and thriller elements. He pitched it, Brad and George signed on, he then wrote it, it was exactly what he pitched, and then he made a film that was very much the vision that he originally talked about.